I would normally avoid this sort of thing, but on this night, we were connected because Obama became the first nigga president. So I looked at him, he looked at me, we locked eyes. I don't know him, but I walked straight to him and I embraced him. Real nigga hug.
You don't want to have a coke baby that comes out and rips his own umbilical cord and starts crying and crying about plans they have for the future. Then at 4 o'clock in the morning, this baby is freestyle crying, and none of it rhymes. Baby want to rap about selling bricks. You ain't never seen no brick, baby.
They was up here deep throating this mic, honey.
I like these pandemic shows because the audience is finally as depressed as the comedians are. Welcome. Just kidding. We still have sex. But no kissing and only from behind. We take the pandemic really seriously.
Recently, I went out with a guy who felt the need to tell me that he could suck his own dick. I was extremely relieved.
So if you need reefers, if you need edibles, reefers. I only use old school terms for weed. Grass. If you need grass, Mike, that's what you smoke. You smoke grass. I can tell.
Make some noise for Lifted Laughs. Clap it up. Clap it up. My name is Kevin Lance Murray. I will be your host for the evening. Thank you so much for coming out, all 5 of you. We appreciate you for being here. And all the people on the internet, both of you, we appreciate you for watching. Please make some noise for yourselves for being here. Come on, guys. Clap it up. Clap it up. We are changing the script a little bit this week. We have a mic on the audience. Usually we do a laugh track. We might still do the laugh track, but we have a track on the audience for organic laughter. So feel free to laugh when appropriate, guys. We have a comedy show. You want to join? You can hang out. All right, well then leave. All right, peace, brother. We love everyone. It's been a long week for me. I don't know how it's been for you. You know those long weeks? The sort of weeks when you want to just curl into a ball and suck your own dick. But you can't because you didn't practice yoga that week and the flexibility's not there. What are you doing? Leave then. Stop being in purgatory. Just fucking leave. Go to hell, man. What was I talking about? Sucking my own dick. It's been a rough week. You know those 1,000 stroke weeks? 1,000 strokes. What does that mean to you, Skiff? Okay, it might mean sitting in a 4-cornered room looking at candles, listening to 1,000 hours of your favorite 2000s indie band, The Strokes. Or maybe it's that. Or it could be binge watching your favorite 80s TV show about orphan slaves who moved to the Upper East Side in New York City. It could be that too. Or it could be the sort of week where you need 1,000 strokes just to get one speck of ejaculate to ejaculate. Because you can't feel anything, one of those weeks. So because of that, I ain't gonna hold you. Because it's been a shitty week for me. I'm just gonna start the show. Okay, so clap it up. 1,000 stroke weeks, clap it up. Afiba, you know about them 1,000 stroke weeks. You don't know about them? You're still young, that's why. You have your whole future ahead of you. Congrats to you. Martin, you know about those 1,000 stroke weeks? Yeah. Okay. I feel welcomed. I feel happy. I feel excited. So we're going to get started. First comic coming to the stage. He's tall. He's got a beard. He's got a mask. Make some noise for Tom Dykes. And acid wash jeans, which I fuck with hard.
Kevin, you know I'm too white for this music. It's okay. Kevin, I'm trying. Oh, please. No. Oh, God.
Okay, stop!
Give it up for Kevin Lance Murray. Yeah. Had a girlfriend last time I heard. So who knows? 1,000 stroke weeks, huh? Anyway, I was watching sports. The guy's name was Caesar DeJesus. Like, if your last name is Jesus, maybe don't name your kid after the leader of the people who killed Jesus. Like, it's like I'm watching sports and Hitler Goldstein has the ball. Like, what? I don't get it. John, this is a rhetorical performance, John. You know better. Okay. I was trying to write jokes about Bernie Sanders and Colonel Sanders. Like, Bernie's always been kind of old. Are we sure they're not the same person? My friend's like, yo, Tom, you got to watch out for those topical jokes. They got a limited shelf life. And I'm like, Bernie Sanders is 89. He has a limited shelf life. Better hope and pray he doesn't kick the 20-piece bucket. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. John, please. We know. Dude. Hey, I'm going to talk during the other comics' jokes because I can't control myself. That's sure. From what? Heckler. He got fired from Heckler. Oh my God. That's the first time I've ever been fired from being heckler. Anyway, I don't know, I'm Jewish, which makes Jehovah's Witnesses go away fast. Like real fast. Like, hi, have you heard about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? Yeah, I'm Jewish. Oh, bye. And that's it. Every time. I'm used to, I don't know if you've done Kevin's show before, but I'm used to like having the situation where like any punchline, no matter what, you get a response like you're killing at the Apollo. And it's just now I'm getting like the natural response. It's different. There you go. That, yeah. You ever have a set and then someone turns on the laugh tracks and they're funnier than your set? It's some fun times. Exactly, see? I'm Jewish, and I don't get Proud Boys. Like, I really don't get Proud Boys. Because, like, old school German Nazis are like, we have to protect the German race. But Proud Boys are like, we have to protect this mix of the English and the Scottish and the Irish and the French and the Spanish and the Portuguese and the Germans, the Austrians, the Hungarians, the Polish, the Belgians and the Dutch and the Liechtensteinish and the Luxembourgish and the Swedes and the Swiss, the Finns and the Norwegians, the Italians, the Sicilians and the Czechs and the Slovakians and the Slovenians, the Bosnians, the Serbians, the Herzegovinians, the Greeks, the Macedonians, the Romanians, the Bulgarians, the Russians, the Ukrainians, the Estonians, the Latvians, Lithuanians. I lost count. There's 39. Okay, it's approximately 39 different kinds of white people. Can't have a master race ideology with a 39-part master race, can you? What are you going to do? Form racist Power Rangers? Come on. Racist Power Rangers. You can't even form racist Power Rangers. You'd run out of colors in the Crayola box before you get to all the 39 different kinds of white people. Especially considering a bunch that would say, no dark shades, please. You'd never get it done. I have a good relationship with Judaism. I started praying at 5. At 13, I got my bar mitzvah. I got about $2,000 in cash from relatives, and I never went back. I cashed out of Judaism, guys. Feel pretty good about myself. Feel smart. No, but so here's the deal. You're not allowed to like go up to someone and be like, hey, have you heard about our Lord and Savior Yahweh? You can't do that. But you're allowed to go up to someone, ask them if they're Jewish, and if they say, yeah, you're allowed to try to convert them to Orthodox Judaism. These people are called Lubavitchers. You're thinking, Tom, you haven't been to temple in about 17 years. What do you think of this? I love it. Teaches all Jews a valuable lesson. Someone asks you if you're Jewish, lie. Of course you lie. What do you have to stand by telling the truth, right? Nothing to stand by telling the truth. Because at the very best, they're Lubavitchers. Or at the worst, they're Nazis. Or even worse than that, they're woke white people who think having a Jewish friend makes them a better person. And I cannot have that. Not have any of that. My name's Tom Dykes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, keep it going for Tom Dykes. And keep it going for all the Bernie bros that are left in the streets. Anyone who still fucks with Bernie, I support you. I appreciate you. But you got to be a realistic human being, because that dude can never be president ever or anything. He's too old. He's old as shit. That's not the only reason, though. He is too Jewy. Okay, and notice I didn't say Jewish. I'm no anti-Semite. I love Semites. In fact, I just got my 3rd circumcision last week. No epidural. He's too Jewy. He's a caricature of himself. It's like he's caught in a permanent shrug. He looks like he's impersonating Larry David, impersonating himself. He looks terrible. Like whenever I look at him, all I see is a man like this saying, 99% of my neck is controlled by 1% of my shoulders. His shit is... Anyway, we're going to keep the show going. Next comic coming to the stage, very funny. Make some noise for Valerie Apperson.
Well, this is a surprise. I didn't know I was getting into this. Thought I was going to a show. So I'm half white and I'm half Mexican, which I think is a pretty good deal. because I don't have to be afraid of cops, but I also don't have to take responsibility for slavery. Also, do you guys think that brown face is wrong if it's your mom's makeup? Also, I've been thinking about this like really hard, and I don't think that they should be selling Nutella. I think it's just delicious blackface. Shouldn't be out there. That shit should taste like shoe polish. You don't have a snack on your face. That's not fair. I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. Way to bury the lead, right? I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness, and boy, are my arms tired. It's interesting. My parents are still in the cult. Sometimes I think it's my responsibility to help them get out of the cult, but then it's like they're going to want to come over, and I don't know. It's just easier to leave them in there. Plus, I don't have to worry about the retirement because Armageddon's tomorrow. I didn't grow up with holidays or birthdays, so I just wanted to bring the room down and let you know that. That's pretty much it. I just wanted everybody to know that there's like 30 years of birthdays if anybody wants to give me a free pre-roll. That's all I'm saying. Woo! Caught it. Sort of. I was like, if you don't catch this, you're going to have to bend over. I just want to be like at the weight where I don't have to have good posture. You know what I mean? Like those kind of skinny people that are just like really sink into the spine because they can. I'm working on it, but not that hard. Not hard enough for that. But what else can I tell you? Oh shit, I just realized I'm on the screen. This is what happens when you just agree to go out on a Friday night with Tom Dykes. It throws you on stage. This is amazing. I've never been here before. Yeah. You know what else is amazing? My ability to get married. Did it 3 times. Thank you. What I lack in birthdays, I make up in husbands. Speaking of, I should probably get that divorce I've been talking about, right? It's all paperwork, whatever. I don't know. I'm wondering if I should do it. The guy was terrible. Like, he was bad. He punched me in the face. Damn. I know. Yeah. And I pressed charges and I left and everything, but I still haven't divorced him because he's a firefighter and I figure it's only a matter of time. All right. I think that's all I got, yeah.
All right. Keep it going for the thrice married Valerie Apperson, awaiting the death by fire of her most recent abusive husband. Shout out to you. You are a soldier. Next comic coming to the stage. Very funny dude. Yeah, y'all be cool. Look at them just leaving. Look at this. Look at this. Classless. Hollywood. Yeah. Tom Dykes is Hollywood as fuck. Next comic coming to the stage. Very funny. He runs shows in VA because in VA, the white man still rules. Make some noise for Kevin Skippington.
Thank you. Far too kind, everyone. Far too kind. Oh, they left. Thank God, right? Names are weird though, right, guys? I'm starting to think like the first mother to name her daughter Diane must have really hated that Ann lady, right? Went through the pains and joys of childbirth just to name her daughter Murder Ann. Kind of vendetta she have. Also, did we start calling her Princess Di before or after? Because both are bad, right? Both are bad. Speaking of names, in elementary school, I also learned that Vincent van Gogh's name is actually pronounced Vincent van Gogh. Did you guys know that? Mannequin Petey Steele, did you know that? All right. No, it's true. I learned that his name is pronounced Vincent van Gogh. And that really messed me up because then I started saying things like Dick Von Dyke and Rip Von Winkle and hey, Mom, the neighbor keeps trying to lure me into his Von. Yeah, it was bad. Yeah. He gave me gonorrhea. All right. It was bad. When everything went down, did anyone's eating habits change? Yeah, how did it change? No discipline. All right. I'm shocked that that changed for you. All right. For me, that didn't change at all. I didn't have discipline to begin with. The way my eating habits changed was like 1 year ago, I hadn't even heard of bat soup. Right. And now I can't get enough of it. Got a good recipe from a guy in Wuhan. So we're eating tonight, baby. No, it's fun. I just got a new job. All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I work at a place where I watch kids do their online schooling, which is cool. Except the other day, I went to check on a second grader and I went to look at his computer and I saw he had an extra tab open. So I went to close it, but I'm also curious. So I wanted to see what he was looking at. And so I opened the tab and I'm not quite sure what I see until I see a logo in the upper left-hand corner that says Pornhub. Yes, second grader. So I quickly closed that tab before I went to jail for looking at porn on a second grader's computer. We later found out that he has a Chromebook, his mom has a Chromebook, and apparently with Chromebooks, sometimes the tabs sync up. Yeah. So that's what she was doing on her lunch break. All right. But I wish I had found all of that out before I punished him by making him watch all 18 volumes of Google Meet. That's spelled MEAT. Yeah, I really messed that kid's life up. But his mom's watching porn during lunch, so he was probably already headed that way, and he's homeschooled. So what I'm trying to say is he probably could have just been looking at porn. Would have been cool. We're going to some fun jokes. Are you guys celebrating NASA's anniversary this year? All right, cool. A few people are like, hell yeah, I'm going to space tonight upstairs in the weed shop. All right. Yeah, calm down, sir. It closed when the show started. You were late. But no, I celebrated NASA's anniversary. I told you it was closed. I celebrated their anniversary. Yeah, please don't do physical bits during my set. Thank you. We're going to fight, all right? No, I celebrated NASA's anniversary by asking my Hispanic friend if he knew how to spell NASA. You know what he said to me? Nah, essay. So I'm not sure if he knows how to spell it or if he just hates me, but probably both. Welcome, welcome. All right, cool. You guys like impressions? All right, wrong response. All right, cool. This is going to make everyone on YouTube turn it off, so that's cool. This is my world famous impression performed on many a continent. All right. This is the person who invented the pronoun it. All right. You guys with me? The person who invented the pronoun it. I'll be the first to say it. Right? The guy who invented the pronoun it. Yeah. You want to see the second person to use the pronoun it? All right. Second person. I second it. Yeah, he didn't get as much applause as the first guy either. You want to see the third guy? Just kidding, guys. I don't have a third one. I forgot it. Yeah. This bit's dumb. I'm done with it. All right, cool. All right, we'll move on. Thanks. You guys think exes can still be friends? Yes. Are you guys exes? No, one day? If things go according to plan? No, the correct answer is no, and I'll tell you guys why it is no. I had an ex, and we stayed friends. I know right now you guys don't believe that I actually had a friend, but we stayed friends, and things were good until she started telling me about her new boyfriend, right? Yeah, not good. She said, and I quote, he had an inch or two on me. An inch or two? Damn, she was dating someone 6'6". How am I supposed to recover from that? But I am tall. Are there short people here? All right. Yeah, a few. You're like, yes, in comparison to you. All right. I've learned there's a huge difference between short girls and short guys. Like short girls, if they need to get something off the top shelf in their kitchen, they're going to climb around it like it's a jungle gym, right? Meanwhile, short guys, they're like, screw it. We don't need to put away the groceries. Just leave that on the counter. I went over to a short friend's house and I asked him like, hey man, where do you keep your cups? And he was like, oh, down here. Guys, he opened up the oven. I know. But I am tall, so I do have to get things off the top shelf for people. So I've come to learn that being tall is like the being white of heights. Never had to struggle to reach anything. All right, too many tall people in the back. Do appreciate that. All right, guys, why didn't Biggie ever go on vacation? Because he hated Tupac. Guys, thank you. I've been Kevin Skiven.
Yeah. Make some noise for Skippy. Skippy in this bitch, making me feel some real tall privilege. I appreciate that. I wish that could translate to credit scores or loan terms or whatever, but it doesn't. But I appreciate you and your hair. You have a lot of it. You're follically blessed. Shout out to Skippy's hair. Make some noise for Skippy's hair. Next comic coming to stage. He's short. He's not follically blessed, but he's funny though. Make some noise for John Yeager.
This is my demo. Just play it through. This is called They Didn't Have Birkenstocks in My Size. The struggle is real. All right, you can cut it anytime. I'm very, very Caucasian. Good to be here. Good to be here. Good, nice, safe show. You guys don't mind if I drink on stage, do you? This is hand sanitizer. All right. I've turned into a prop comic. Give me props. All right, more pandering, more pandering. Am I right, black people? My favorite people? More. All right. Working the imaginary crowd. That's my masturbating to orgies joke. It's so quiet you can hear the disappointment. Was that you, Dad? All right. Let's get into it. I look like I shop at Forever 41. I think I shop between the aisles of Trying Too Hard and Sir, Please Leave This College Bar. That's this look. I like this shirt. Don't mean to drop names. Marshalls. I was wearing this shirt, and I've got a neighbor who roasts me all the time, and I can't do shit about it because he's 8 years old, and his dad is bigger than me. That's right. His dad weighs 145 pounds. It's crazy. And his name's Simon, and he is everything you expect a bratty 8-year-old to be. Opinionated. I came out, I was wearing the shirt, was feeling good, and he goes, "Hey, Mr. Yeager." And I was like, "What's up, Simon? What's up?" And he goes, "Is that a new shirt?" And I was like, "Marshalls, clearance." He's like, why are you wearing that?" And I was like, "Because I think it looks cool." And he goes, "You know what you look like?" I'm like, "Oh, fuck." And he goes, "You look like an Excel spreadsheet about to explode." It's like so that hurt because that's a quality roast joke, and also this kid is better at Microsoft Excel than I am, so that was good. That's good. COVID is interesting. Segue. You guys heard of this thing? This COVID? You guys watching the news? It's weird. The "I'll show myself out" is now. Sorry, I'll put myself on mute. So it's changed. The Zoom meetings are great. Anybody here got a dog? All right. Anybody here got a cat? Kill yourselves. All right. The little crowd work to get everybody on my side. Cats are cool. Cats are like dogs if dogs had Asperger's. Like, let's be honest. They don't respond to their name. They shit in a box. I have a cousin like that. I was doing a show, and this one person said that joke is offensive to people with Asperger's. And I said, "I'm sorry, I didn't hear you." And they said, that joke is offensive to people with Asperger's. And then they said, that joke is offensive to people with Asperger's. And then they said, that joke is offensive to people with Asperger's. And I said, well, what can I do? What can I do? I'm in a position of such incredible stature. I perform all over the DMV, Delaware, Montana, Vermont. And I said, what can I do to help? And I said, is there some sort of cause celebre? Where can I lend my clout where can I lend my clout to help them in this? And I was like, is there an anthem? And he said, what do you mean? I said, like lift every voice and sing. That's the unofficial. That's the African American anthem. I said, well, how about one for people with Asperger's? And they said, well, we don't have one. I said, I've got an idea, but like, come on, count the trains and count them. Come on, count the train. Yeah. I was not invited back to that bar mitzvah. This is interesting. Anybody here dating? Anybody dating? Yeah, we're comics. All right. The person I brought was like, it's a good sign. Good sign. Yeah. Dating is interesting. I think we're getting really, really specialized with dating sites, though. There's like, like everybody's got a little thing. Like farmers only is a very weird only at the end. Let's just say racists. But I was like, where do you draw the line? Like farmers only. Someone's like, well, I'm an investment banker, but I'm from Nebraska. Like, fuck you. You don't know how silos work. It's just real weird. It's weird. It's very. I was thinking. I'm entrepreneurial, Jewish, and actually, I'm only a quarter Jewish, but my mom says that can grow to 30 cents with interest. But I was thinking about, there's different niche markets, right? For women who are tall. Kevin was talking about being tall. Women over 5'9". There's a disproportionate amount of women on dating sites 5'9" or taller than there actually is in the general dating pool, right? So I was thinking I could do something for them. The problem is that Amazon.com is already taken. How about JDate, Jewish dating service? They don't have a motto, but I think it should be for the unchosen people. All right. That's a joke called dating sites. Killing it like my parents' hopes and dreams. All right. Glad to be here. One more. Where are my racists at? Make some noise. All right. Thank you, Kevin. You're allowed. You're allowed. I like that. But yeah, like, I'm with somebody. I'm glad she's not a racist. Couldn't deal with that. But she is really into astrology. I'll explain. It's kind of weird. She would never judge anybody by the color of their skin, their sexual identity, their gender identity, or their religion. She would never judge anybody on that. But if you were born September 22nd to October 21st, you're an irredeemable piece of shit, unworthy of love. Thank you. All right. It was so loud that it sounded silent. That was like, that's good. Close out with a couple jokes, man. How many people here, anybody here ever hear their parents having sex? Way too enthusiastic. All right. Yeah, awkward. How many people, even worse, how many people here have seen their parents having sex? Ugh, just me. It was horrible. I saw my parents having sex. Even worse, I learned doggy style by seeing my parents. Yeah, I know. I'll never forget it. Terrible image. I'll never forget it. My dad's face down in the pillow. All right. You guys have been great. Smoke the weed. All right. Thanks, Kevin.
Yes, please clap it up for Mr. John Yeager. Oh, so funny. So funny. I've never seen my parents having sex, but I did find my mom's diaphragm once. You guys know what that is? It was in a little case in her nightstand, and I took it out and I smelt it. And I remember thinking, this does kind of smell like reproduction. I remember thinking that to myself. I never told her, and she passed away in 2018, so that secret is safe. But the rest of my family, I suppose, knows, because those are the two people watching the show tonight. Next comic coming to the stage, very funny. Make some noise for Hamza Abera.
Everybody give it up one more time for John Yeager, a.k.a. Paul Rudd. He's like, I'll take it. He's famous. What's up, everybody? My name is Hamza Abera. I'm from Alexandria, Virginia, but if I make it, I'm a proprietary bar from D.C. Hey, I had to drive in DC, obviously, to get here. I didn't teleport here. I can't figure out what's worse, like driving in DC or parking in DC. Driving in DC, any other big city, like you take a wrong right, you take enough rights, you're back in the same spot. DC, you take a wrong left, you go through a trap door, end up in another dimension. Upside down northeast. I hate to see the upside down southeast. He's like, oh my God, I can only imagine. No, but I just slept with this girl recently. Woo! She was okay. But I remember I was young. People be like, they slept together. I thought it meant they just held each other tightly and cuddled. So that's why whenever I watch TV and they'd be like, did you sleep with him, Laura? Damn it. I'd be like, damn, bro, chill out. I mean, it's messed up. They plan to sleep over without you, but I'm sure they include you next time. See how mad you are. No point getting a divorce over it. Plus, the dude whose house she slept over was your best friend, so you know she was in good hands. Can we all agree? Like, I don't care. I mean, it's not that many black people in here. He's here. I'm here. Somebody in the back. Can we all agree that talking to like old black ladies is one of the most like relaxing, soothing things ever? Can we just all agree on that? I just feel like that's my grandma. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter what the subject is. It could be like the most random shit. They have advice for you. I was like, yeah, you know, I get organic cinnamon rolls for Trader Joe's, but they're $7.50 for this little thing. And she's like, $7.50? You wasting your money, baby. It's a spot on Silver Hill Road. They got them for $1.85. $1.85? Organic too? Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, thank you. This is the Oracle. But she's not done. She's like, and I'll tell you what. You go on Sunday, my nephew worked there. Tell him Miss Mabel sent you. He'll hook you up. Thank you. Me and old black dudes, we mostly find common ground in our love for James Brown. We be getting in arguments about soul albums and stuff like that. I'm telling you, Curtis Mayfield's second album was better than what you talk about, old head. But it's passion, though. You know what I mean? I can tell I'm taking them back to their prime. You know, when they were slapping honkies, sticking it to the man, and doing coke off kitty cats' asses. You know what I mean? I hope that kitty cat wasn't the grandma I was talking to earlier. Like, that would be horrible. No, but it's dope. I remember those days. I miss those days because I know I'll never get them back. Those were simpler times. I drive for Uber. I actually drive for Uber, and yeah, you know, it's nice. It's a cool way to meet women. So I think it's dope, you know what I mean? Because I feel like women act different in a one-on-one environment with just you and them in the car versus like a club or something like that. But it's also dope for a second reason. A problem that he doesn't have, I don't think, that comic book guy doesn't have over there. I think it's that, you know, a lot of women want to be like, oh yeah, my man got to be 6 foot. He got to be 6 foot. Well, in the Uber, I'm sitting down. So it gives you, a lot of time to warm up to me and see how great of a guy I am. By the time it's that first date, you see I'm only 5'9". You already put on your good clothes and your good makeup. Gotcha, bitch. Now get in the trunk and don't say shit. No. No, but another thing with Uber, though, is like you actually can't see customers' names. I know they show you the driver's names and the driver's like faces so you can decide like he's too creepy. He looks like he's going to kill me. So I'll just cancel this ride. We don't get to see until you guys get in the car. But a lot of names can be misleading. You know what I mean? It's like Russian roulette with a lot of names. Like Nikita, that could go both ways. You know what I mean? Nikita could go both ways, right? That could be a sexy little Bollywood Indian girl. Hello, is this Uber for Nikita? Yes. Or it could be this dude. I am Nikita Bolshevik, 5-time European strongman, and 2-time world record neck press holder. You are Uber? Fuck! False alarm. Go down. Go down. Not what I was expecting. Just like Diane, that could be a sexy little Spanish girl, right? That could be like a 52-year-old lady from the Midwest. Hello, I'm Diane. Are you Uber? It's cool, though. She was cool. We talked about life and deep dish pizzas. I learned a lot. No, but I'm trying to get big. Like, I'm trying to get to a certain size. There's only a certain size you can be as a comedian until people start taking you seriously. You know what I mean? And the goal is the opposite, of course. He could really hurt somebody. Thank you so much. My name is Hamza Barra. Thank you.
Yeah. Keep it going for Hamza Barra. You mentioned talking to old black ladies. I love talking to black people. But old black men I love talking to them because of the voice. Science is still out on this, how you get the black man voice. You know how like niggas, hey, let me tell you something, young whippersnapper. Is there something that happens around age 49 when all the angst and Black and Miles and Remy Martin just hit at once and you just change your whole throat pattern and all of a sudden let me tell you something, Bernadette. You better go to the store and pick up my goddamn Mylanta. Anyway, this next comic coming to stage, he has early onset black voice, and he's a white man. Make some noise for the very funny Ben Daniels.
Damn, okay. Yeah. Premature old black man, but that is one of the nicest things that anyone's ever introduced me to. I appreciate that a lot. I don't know. Like I don't know. I'm really happy to be here. But like I'm also like hella anxious for some reason. I mean, it might be the sativa. You know what I mean? Like that was a bad idea. You know what I mean? It's like I'm anxious, and then I'm like, you know, it's gonna help weed, but not this weed. Why did you do that? Was a bad. You guys know about weed out there? Anybody? Clap if you like weed. Yep, that's okay. Cool. There you go. That's right. That's how you should feel. That's how you should feel. Yeah, I guess I'm like, this is amazing. This is like, I feel like I look like Macklemore talking about like the history of white rappers up here for some reason. Like, hey guys, so it's really ironic, but I was actually in a thrift store when I wrote that song. It's so weird. I was like, hey, those were my grandpa's clothes. Wait a minute. I think it's also like I owe money for tickets too. You know what I mean? So like they don't tow around here, right? No, not really. I park between two cars too. You know what I mean? Because I was like, I thought about there's like one spot that was like hella easy to park in, but then like my front was exposed, and I was like, no, I'm not. You set yourself up for success. You know what I mean? Like I'm getting boxed in. Y'all gonna, and then I like made sure I was perfectly like right in the middle of it too. I'm like, no, I'm not giving you any advantage one way or the other to like weasel your way in here. I'll pay you when I got the money. Actually, I really like this neighborhood a lot. Like I've been here once before to pick up a friend for a show. You remember that shit? So I came. Okay, Danny Charnley. You guys know Danny Charnley, guys? You guys know? Yeah. I don't see it. I don't see it. He's a poor man's you. So I picked you up, and like I parked like a couple blocks down near that park, and like I realized as we had like a show somewhere, and I realized as we were like walking there that I locked my keys in the car, and I'm like, fuck, we have to go to this fucking show. How the fuck are we gonna get there? And I'm like, I've got to break into my own car. So I start going around to like businesses right here, and it's hella shady. So I'm like, hey, how you doing? Do you have a coat hanger I can borrow? Like, yeah, why? No, it's my car. I swear. There's a car out here that I need to break into. It is my car. I can show you the insurance. Can we be cool about this? So then like I think it was like, there's one spot like right there. They finally gave us one. We got back to the car, and like there are these people up on the balcony. So like looking down at us, and like we're like, no, it's totally, and we're trying for like 10 minutes. And then this one dude just like rolls up like out of like the shadows. Just like, y'all need help? I'm like, yeah, could you help us? She's like, yeah, let me see it. Click, click. I gave the dude $20 right on the fucking spot. I was like, that is people helping people, dude. It's pretty, I like it here. I guess I could do jokes. I like to smoke weed, like I said, check that box. I like to do things to amuse myself sometimes. Like you guys know how Outback has that online ordering, right? They got the curbside pickup. You got to put in the color of your car and then the make and the model. I like putting the color in as white and the make and model is guy walking. Like just to see if they're paying attention, you know what I mean? And I told this to Danny one time, and Danny was like, yo, dude, you know what you should go stand in a parking space and see if they bring your food to you. And I was like, no, pretty boy, that's not how that works. If I stand in an Outback parking lot staring at a camera for 10 minutes, I'm not getting steak that night. I'm getting bologna in the county lockup. My mom is a big influence in my life. Like, shout out, sorry, you lost your mom. That sucks, dude. My mom has like been one of my biggest influences. She's like always been really supportive of me. Like she gave me some advice when I was a kid that like I've always remembered. She said, Ben, dads are like a lot like second chances. Not everyone gets one. Guys, I'm Ben Daniels. You can find me on Instagram at bendaniels.jpg. Keep it going for Kevin!
Yeah. Keep it going for Ben Daniels. Fucking funny older black guy, my favorite type of dude. Next comic coming to the stage, very funny dude. He tours all across the United States. Make some noise for Mr. Von Michael.
I know COVID's still going on, right? Oh man, all right, y'all. This is this shit about to end. Shit about to open up. It feel good, man. I can see it slowly about to happen. Yeah, you know the hoes starting to come out. Like it's getting good. Man, I'm starting to realize a lot about myself. This quarantine, I realized a lot about myself. I learned that I didn't know what an insecurity was. You know, like I would mistake insecurities for heart attacks. For real, like I'd be on the phone with 911. They'd be like, "What's your emergency?" Rejection. Like it would get. I'm like, "Sir, I feel sadness, grief. I do not know what's going on." Them insecurities be real, man. I'm trying to deal with because like I would try to overcompensate. I feel insecure about something like being broke. Oh my, I would try to overcompensate for being broke. Like I can't admit to being broke. Like I'd be on a date and I don't care how broke I am, I can't let the girl pay. You know what I'm saying? Like she knew I was broke. She was like, "Hey, I got this." I was like, "Nah, I got this. I'm gonna call this credit card company up right now and apply for a credit card. Like I got a plan." Like I will overcompensate, man. Like it's crazy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's I don't know, man. Like I just learned about insecurity. Like I did not know what an insecurity was. You know, like I just thought I don't know, man. Being broke, it really is an insecurity. Damn. I'm trying to learn more about mental health. You know, I learned that a lot of black people didn't know about mental health. Like I personally just learned what anxiety was. Like this whole time I thought my drug dealer was lacing my weed with insecurities. I was like, "Oh, this kush making me a mama's boy." It's like I taste my daddy issues in here. Cause I this is how I would deal with my insecurity. Like, cause I would deal with them by like emotionally eating. Like I was an emotional eater for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like when I had one of my triggers go off, like I would walk past Whole Foods twitching. Like I'd be like, "Yo, I smell pizza on sale right now." Like that's how bad it would get. You know what I'm saying? Emotional eater. People don't take this shit serious. Emotional eater. Like I would ask my drug dealer for chips. I'm like, "Fuck the weed, bro. I need Pringles." Like that's how serious it would get. You know, so like I had got diabetes because I was an emotional eater, man. I just ain't want to die from diabetes because that shit don't sound heroic. You know what I'm saying? Like you heard about how Vaughn died? Be like, "Nah, what happened?" "Oh, he had a pack of Oreos." They said he yelled YOLO. Like that. You know, like I'm trying to get my shit together, man. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get my shit together. You know, I don't know. I just, you know, trying to take things more seriously. Become the better version of myself. That's the goal. Become better. My therapist is like, "Yo, in order to get over this, you need to start doing affirmations to be more positive, right? You know, write on a piece of paper and you put on your bathroom mirror wall. But when you got roommates, they like to change your affirmations to reminders. It'll say, 'I love myself.' Now it'll say, 'I love flushing the toilet.' I love paying rent on time." My therapist, man, therapy expensive as hell, man. I was trying to find cheaper alternative routes to go on therapy. Like I was on these dating apps like Bumble and Tinder and trying to match with any woman who occupation said therapist. We get on a date, they be like, "What you want to talk about?" "My daddy issues." Like this was I had to fire my last therapist, you know, because he stuttered, you know, and I ain't picking on people that stutter. I was just mad he was charging me by the hour. Like, I'm like, "Bro, you need to write this shit down or something." I made a mistake in picking a good-looking therapist. She fine. I'm trying to sleep with her. She be like, "You want to talk about your trauma?" Like, "No, let's talk about us." Last therapist gave me bad advice for my bad attitude. He's like, whenever somebody, he gave me some advice that didn't work. He's like, whenever somebody make you mad for your bad attitude, count down from 10 to 1, right? Shit didn't work. So I went back to him. He was like, explain to me why it didn't work. And I told him, I was sitting down. A dude walked past me, bumped me on my shoulder, knocked me to the floor. I'm on the ground, y'all, right? And the dude, he kept walking. He ain't say sorry or nothing. So I'm mad and pissed. This dude disrespected me. So I did what my therapist told me to do. I started counting down from 10 to 1. But this is the mistake that I made. I started yelling it out loud. So I was like 10, 9, 8, 7. And he was like, what happened next? I was like, man, people start running away from me. Hiding behind seats. Then I got tased and put in a holding cell. He was like, that's your problem. You're not supposed to say it out loud, especially not on the plane. If anybody want to wipe the mic off, here's some more wipes right here. I've been Von Michael. Peace.
Yes, yes, keep it going for Von Michael. Yes. Yes. Next comic coming to stage is a surprise guest. He's blessed mics all over the world, and he's going to bless us tonight. And it's not Jesus, but it's close. Make some noise for Martin Phillips.
I don't like to get it in the mix. I done got paid in full, my nigga. I get them hoes like a Mitch.
Because if it's here, I guess I can find it off. That was good enough. We're good. Go on. Go on. If you can't hear me, adjust your dial. Send out that joke all night. There's a camera here. I was sitting right behind the camera, and Kevin kept looking into the camera, but I thought he was looking at me like in my eyes. So I was like, man, he's making this so personal. Like, yeah, I think Kevin's a great host. Oh my God, I feel so special. But no, it's just the fucking camera. So I'm just some other guy, no one special to Kevin. I didn't even get any weed tonight. I thought we get free weed. I didn't get my free weed. Okay, cool. Hey, Kevin's the best guy. Kevin's awesome. He's a great guy. I take back everything I said. A lot of people, smoke like through like fruits and vegetables, like apples. I like to do it through a squash because when I'm high, I'm just like, man, I'm so squashed right now. Let's get squashed. I'm really trying to make that a thing. I really want. I go like out in the street. I'm like, I'm just listening for something. People like, yeah, I'm gonna get squashed. And I'm like, yeah, cool. It's gonna happen. The first time I smoked weed, I ate an entire quart of ice cream. But I wouldn't have done that if I hadn't smoked weed. So I don't think it has any effects on me. I think my diet's the same. Cool. You guys can relate at home. Because this is broadcasting somewhere. Anyway, it's like if you ever hear the song Frosty the Snowman, right? Like he becomes to life. All the kids were like, oh, let's go march through town. I'd be like, hey, pass that pipe. And those kids, that's their pipe, right? That's those kids' pipe. Like, that's why I think they're just all really high. They're just like, man, well, the snowman was alive. That'd be crazy. Yeah, we call him Frosty. Yo, ever smoke? I smoked out the corn pop pipe before. Let me tell you, Frosty's pretty chill. So, okay. Of course, stuff there. Okay, next joke. That's all my weed material, I think. So, you're welcome. I was thinking about this today. I don't think Stuart Little, that isn't really much of a story, The story is like they adopted a pet, it's no big deal. The real story is that their son was such a piece of shit. They're like, hey, this rat is our son now. You will treat him like a brother. You will bring him to school, go to his birthday, and Sprinkles is no longer, she's your sister now, So I have mice at my house, and, they run around, and I'm just like, I'm not your father. Like, leave me alone. That was a stupid joke. That was definitely dumb. Okay. I'll end with this. We'll get personal here, So, you guys like to masturbate. Hey, I'm on camera. Right? Yeah. I've been in similar situations like this. Hey, we're gonna change the show. I know a lot of people might say, that might be like it's a bad habit or whatever. But a lot of people who are against it are like Proud Boys and other neo-Nazi organizations, because not doing it, I guess, makes your sperm like pure or something. I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is, I masturbate to stand against white supremacy. And so do not say I was silent during this time, because I did what I could with what I had. And it was pretty noisy. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Yes, keep it going for Martin Phillips. He's out here beating his dick for justice. Make some noise for him. Bob Michael, we appreciate you, brother. I like your umbrella. You are prepared. Next comic coming to the stage is one of 2 comics left on the show. So, thank you so much for sticking around and being an amazing crowd. Please join me in welcoming the very funny and accomplished and follically blessed Matthew Deacons.
Yes, follically blessed. That's the best compliment I've ever gotten. Thanks, Kevin. I'm excited to be here. It's probably better for TV to say that than radio. They probably have no idea what you're talking about. Is this just radio or is this television too? It's a streaming platform. Oh, okay. I thought we were on local radio, which is one step below local television. So, hey, man, we're doing better. Now we're on the internet. So that's even worse. What's this, going straight to Breitbart News? Is that where you're sending this? Hell yeah. This is the whitest lineup you could have picked for a place called House of Hip Hop. Not exactly this target demographic. That's good. That's good. I noticed the mannequins wearing the same sweatpants as me. That kind of, it's like, hell yeah. They got a white mannequin wearing the same sweatpants as me. They're like, this is just what white guys look like. If one of these walks in, don't let him come inside. So that's good. That's good. No, I'm excited. They got that mannequin back there dressed like Petey Steele. So that's good. You already said that? All right. Well, it's radio. They don't know. Don't worry about it, dude. It's local radio. Nobody cares. No, I'm excited. This is fun. I'm weirded out by watching like how they've handled COVID in this environment, because I was here for like the last tragedy. I was here for the DC sniper. Were you here for that, Kevin? Yeah. And it's weird because like for COVID they canceled schools, but like you remember what they told us to do? They told me to run in zigzags. They're like, hey, you could just like duck every now and then. That's not how you get away from a serial killer. It's how you like run away from a bee. You know, it's fucking stupid, dude. My dad, he didn't like talking about tragedy, so he didn't even tell me there was a DC sniper. There was just like one October where suddenly he started letting me pump gas. You know? Swear to God. We'd go to the shell in Manassas, he'd lean his head out the window every now and then, be like, fucking keep your head down. What are you doing, dude? You're just standing around. You're too tall. That's stupid, you know? That's all right, man. He didn't like talking about tragedies, but that's okay. I get it. But yeah, I got to be honest. There was a tragedy here, and this is a weird time to look like this. For radio, I look like I got a lot of DUIs, so it makes sense. But it's a tough time to look like this in DC, because if I would have known how many people would have looked at me and assumed I stormed the Capitol, I just would have gone in there. I missed the field trip in middle school. I would have like made up for it. That would have been nice, you know. I know I didn't go in there, but people ask me about it constantly. And being from Manassas, they're always asking me like, what do I think about taking down Confederate statues? Which is weird because like Manassas, we're known for the Civil War. It's where the South went 2-0. Not a brag, but it did happen. Not a brag, but it did happen 2-0. And but there's no statue. You know, we're known for a battlefield, so like you could cut the grass, but that doesn't really send the same message. You know. So I said, why don't you just like close? If you want to close like a symbol of white supremacy, they should just close a Cracker Barrel. You know, you didn't have to close it. You just take away all the rocking chairs and like throw it in a lazy river. That'll send the same message. Because that rocking chair, that is the most racist chair, right? You know what I mean? Like picture a racist in your head. He's in a rocking chair. He's just rocking back and forth, thinking about a time when he didn't have to select a language on the ATM. And just sitting there going back and forth like, no hablas español. That's my dad, dude. I don't know. Nobody ever yells anything progressive from a rocking chair. You never see somebody on their porch just be like, hey, you, what's your pronoun? It's not going to happen. I don't know. It's good. That's all my Cracker Barrel material. Cracker Barrel. You couldn't name a place that now, What are we going to call it? The Honky Bucket. Yeah. What are we going to serve? Duke's mayonnaise, All right. I don't know. It's not a very patriotic time, This generation, they're not very patriotic. You notice it, everybody seems like they're kind of upset, and I get it. I get why they're not a patriotic generation, because like all of these kids have been raised on like weird diet. Like you're vegan, Kevin, right? You're like a little vegan. Okay, so you're vegetarian. Like, what does a little vegan mean? Aspiration. That means you're just not vegan. That's all that means. You didn't have to throw me a curveball. You could have just said no, dude. But like all these kids are raised vegan, sugar-free, carb-free. No wonder they hate this country. They have no idea how delicious capitalism is, If I was a kid, my mom never let me get a milkshake, I'd be like, fucking, I'm not standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Fuck this country. You know what I mean? If you think about like the most patriotic time in my life, there was two events. There's one was 9/11. And then the second was when Wendy's released the Wendy's Baconator. And think about when that was. That was 2007. That was like at the decline of the Iraq War. Everybody's like, should we be here? People started doubting nation building and democracy. And then Wendy's released the Wendy's Baconator. And look at us now. We're still there, baby. 14 more years. Okay, this got dark. I should have ended early. All right, that's been my time. 14 more years. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah, keep it going for MD. He's not a doctor, but he's the deacon. Matthew Deacons. Funny motherfucker. Next comic coming to stage. This dude is a comedian, a classically trained ballerina, a musician. He got a beer in his hand. He's got a mullet. People mistook him for Theo Von earlier, whom I listened to, who was talking about his battles with sobriety and drug addiction. But this guy don't battle that. He loves to booze. He loves to drink. He loves to fuck. Make some noise for the very funny, the very accomplished, the very sexually, the moderately, follically blessed Danny motherfucking Charnley.
Keep it going for Kevin Lance Murray, everyone. The only black dude in the world with 3 white guy names. That's all right. I'm the opposite. My name is LeVar Jamal Jackson. That's my alias. Oh, man. I got so many fucking Listen Vision stories from when I used to engineer. God, man. Can't do them tonight, but whoa. There was a guy who used to come in here. His name was Little Fame. Swear to God, this is true. Might still be booking time here. His name is Little, L-I-L, Fame. And after I heard his shit, I was like, the name hits. That's exactly what you're gonna get, bro. You should name her. You should just go lot of fame if you're gonna. Whole heck of a lot of fame. This dude got out of jail one time and he was so hyped. I think something might have been kind of wrong with him, but I would still would be like, you're booked with them for 12 hours today. I'm like, man, I'm 8 hours. He's like, nah, 12 with Little Fame. The dude spends bread. But one time he comes in, he has like some new like gold. It was like dangling, and stuff. It was obviously like it was making the sound of like copper, like not making the sound that good jewelry makes. I wouldn't know what that sounds like either, though. And he was like, "Yeah, you like that, Dank? You like that?" And I was like, "Oh man." He put out a blunt or a joint, and it was like a toothpick, and he was like, "Yeah, go ahead, hit it." Like his idea of balling was so like 2 copper chains, a toothpick blunt, and I swear to God, I swear on my mother, who's dead, so I'm being for real. I swear to God, at the end of our session, I swear to God, y'all, he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna cut some footage. And he was like, and he counted out 3 $1 bills and threw them on the ground. I swear to God. He's like, yeah. He's not fucking with me. He wasn't like playing a joke on me. I was joking him, but he was actually smarter than me. It wasn't like that. This dude. Little fame, little fame. Let the money rain. That's what we used to say. Little fame, little fame. I'm sorry I'm late. By the way, I was just meeting my girlfriend's dad for the first time, and he punched me in the throat when I tried to kiss him. Damn it, the actual jokes get way less funny than like stories from Listen Vision. Man. Some people would come in here, they would rap. You could tell they just got out, and like they're really unleashing a lot of like pent up rage from when they were locked away or whatever. This one guy, man, obviously no names, but it was just like, I'm gonna pay you back for what you did. Like I was like, whoa. Like it wasn't like we're gonna ride on them. Whoa, we gonna ride on. Like I'd be like, all right. He was like, man, when I see you, I'm like, this shit don't even rhyme anymore, bro. You're just like, this is like a soliloquy. That really hurt, and not. You shouldn't have done that, man. I'm gonna fuck you up. All right. This has nothing to do with my neck tattoo, but I was breastfed until I was 15. Yeah. But in my defense, you should have seen the titties on my stepdad Terry. And in his defense, I did have him at gunpoint. Give me those titties, old man. Perfect timing for this guy to walk up here. Give me those fucking titties. Just, there's a real gun and shit. Give me those titties right now. Oh, all right. I've been watching a lot of boner pill commercials for research. Joke research. They always say the same shit at the end of those commercials. They always go, ask your doctor. Fucked it up. Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. You know, real talk, I finally got the nerve to ask my doctor if my heart was healthy enough for sex. My doctor was like, let's find out. Yeah! My name's Anthony. Thank you.
Yeah, keep it going for Danny Sharnley, Lil Fame, Danny's stepdaddy's titties. Make some noise for yourselves for coming out. Make some noise for the Lifted Shop. Make some noise for WLVS Radio. Make some noise for Listen Vision Studios. And finally, and most prolifically, make some noise for Kevin Lance Murray. I am him. You are you. Thank you for coming. I love you. God bless and good night.